Hello everybody and welcome to this SENA TV Web English show, where we will have an appointment to visit different and wonderful places in the United States. Here you will learn more about the lives of the most famous and renowned Americans that have made an impact in our world. You'll get to know more about the U.S. culture, tourism, and history. I invite you to join me on this amazing journey through the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be entertained.
Lunes de bilingüismo.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. December smells like Christmas, a time of family gatherings and holiday meals. A time to share the story of Jesus Christ, the magic of Santa Claus, stars, and carols. A season for ornaments, gifts, and twinkling lights. Let's take a look at how Christmas is celebrated in the United States of America.
You know it's that time of the year when green pine trees of all sizes, red poinsettia flowers, and colorful lights start invading windows, front yards, and streets in cities all over the world. Yep, the most wonderful time of the year is right around the corner. Christmas is both a sacred religious holiday and a worldwide cultural and commercial phenomenon. People from all around the world have celebrated this holiday for over 4,000 years. And believe it or not, many of the Christmas holiday traditions begin way before the birth of Christ. History traces the origin of this holiday to the Mesopotamians, back in the year 2000 BC. Today, Christians celebrate Christmas Day on December 25th of each year as the anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth. Traditional customs include exchanging gifts, decorating Christmas trees, attending church, sharing meals with family and friends, and of course, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive full of presents. The legend of Santa Claus can be traced back hundreds of years to a monk named Saint Nicholas. It is said that he gave away all of his wealth and traveled the countryside, helping the poor and the sick. By the Renaissance, Saint Nicholas was the most popular saint in Europe. The name Santa Claus evolved from the Dutch nickname for Saint Nicholas, Sinterklaas, a shortened form of Sint Nicolaas, or Dutch for Saint Nicholas. For many historians, it wasn't until the 19th century that Americans began to embrace Christmas. Americans reinvented Christmas and changed it from a carnival holiday into a family-centered day of peace and nostalgia. December 25th, or Christmas Day, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1870. Christmas is one of the most important and most enthusiastically celebrated holidays in the United States. In the multicultural and pluralistic society of the U.S., Christmas is celebrated in several interesting ways. Christmas celebrations in America also vary with different climates at different places. Here are some interesting and differentiating aspects of Christmas celebrations in various states of the USA. In Washington, a huge Christmas tree is lit by the president to mark the Christmas celebration. In Boston, carols are sung accompanied with handbells. In Arizona, people of Arizona have kept alive the ritual of playing parts of Mary and Joseph. They visit each other's houses and look for each family's crib. In Hawaii, here Christmas starts with the coming of the Christmas tree ship. This ship brings a lot of Christmas fare. In California, Santa Claus comes on a surfboard. And in New York City, Rockefeller Center showcases the world's most famous Christmas tree, 74 foot tall with 5 miles of Christmas lights, 30,000 lights. And they top it with a 550-pound Swarovski crystal. The tree is lit every 30th of November until January 2nd.
Frank Sinatra was perhaps the most important popular music figure of the 20th century. His only real competitors for the title were Bing Crosby, Elvis Presley, and the Beatles. Famous for songs like Strangers in the Night, New York, New York, and My Way, this blue-eyed star was also known for being a playboy, thriving on the mafia ambience and introducing Marilyn Monroe to President J.F. Kennedy.
He has been called the greatest popular singer of the century. He mainstreamed the concept of singing colloquially, treating lyrics as personal statements, and handling melodies with the ease of a jazz improviser. His name, Frank Sinatra. Francis Albert Sinatra, an only child of a family with Sicilian roots, grew up in Hoboken, New Jersey. He never graduated from high school. His musical vocation began after he attended a concert of Bing Crosby. He sang in the glee club of Demarest High School. His big break came in 1937, when he and 3 instrumentalists, billed as the Hoboken Four, won on the Major Bowes Original Amateur Hour Contest. After some touring, the group split up. In 1939, musician Harry James hired him to be vocalists in his new band, where he recorded All or Nothing at All. He left James to take an offer from musician Tommy Dorsey, with whom he recorded more than 90 songs before he left. The Dorsey years connected him to Alex Storthall, who would arrange and conduct the first 4 Sinatra records under Sinatra's own name in 1942, as Sinatra became his own musical chief. Along with Tommy Dorsey, Sinatra made 2 movies, Las Vegas Night at Paramount Pictures and Ship Ahoy at MGM. Sinatra left the Dorsey Band late in 1942 in an incident that started rumors associating Sinatra with the Mafia. According to Billboard, Sinatra was the #1 male singer in the 1940s. In 1943, he began his solo career with his LP All or Nothing at All and sold 1 million copies of it. Sinatra became an unprecedentedly successful solo artist after being signed to Columbia Records in 1943. In 1946, he released his first album, The Voice of Frank Sinatra. In the film industry, he forged a successful career as an actor. In 1954, he won the Academy Award for the Best Supporting Actor for his performance in From Here to Eternity. He gained a nomination for Best Actor for The Man with the Golden Arm and was critically acclaimed for his performance in The Manchurian Candidate. When he signed with Capitol Records in 1953, he released several critically praised albums, such as In the Wee Small Hours, Songs for Swingin' Lovers, Come Fly With Me, Only the Lonely, and Nice and Easy. After Sinatra left Capitol Records, he founded his own record label, Reprise Records, in 1961. Success knocked on his door with albums such as Ring-a-Ding-Ding, Sinatra at the Sands, and Francis Albert Sinatra and Antonio Carlos Jobim. With these albums, he had tours of concerts worldwide. When Sinatra turned 50 in 1965, he decided to record the retrospective September of My Years, featured in the Emmy-winning television special Frank Sinatra, A Man and His Music, and scored uncountable hits with Strangers in the Night and My Way, the most popular songs of the swing era. When the sales of his music began to fall, and after appearing in several poor films, Sinatra retired for the first time in 1971. However, after just 2 years, he came out of retirement and in 1973 recorded several albums, scoring a top 40 hit with New York, New York in 1980.
New York, New York.
Using his Las Vegas shows as a home base, he toured both within the United States and internationally until a short time before his death in 1998. Sinatra was honored at the Kennedy Center Honors in 1983 and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by Ronald Reagan in 1985. Frank Sinatra won 11 Grammy Awards, including the Grammy Trustees Award, Grammy Legend Award, and the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Frank Sinatra, lived his way.
We will be right back after this short break. Don't move so you can see who is our special guest for today. Stay tuned.
Do you know what is the difference between theirs and theirs?
Ya regresamos con TV Web Educativa. Seguimos con TV Web Educativa.
Theirs is a form of the possessive case of they. Significa un sentido de pertenencia en la tercera persona del plural. For example, whose coats are these? They are theirs. Theirs is the largest house on the block. Theirs. Theirs is always an abbreviation of there is. Se refiere a la expresión hay. For example, there's a car outside my house. Hay un carro afuera de mi casa. There's a cat on the chair. Hay un gato sobre la silla.
Many people in the world travel to countries to have cultural exchanges and to learn another language. If you decide to travel or live in another country, these tips and personal life experiences might come in handy. Let's see who is our special guest for today.
I'm an outdoor educator. I work here in OPEPA as an organization for education and environmental protection. I work in the connecting kids with the earth. I went to Lander, Wyoming to learn about first aid and become an emergency medical technician. I went to Kentucky 1 year ago to learn how to be a good outdoor educator with the best of the United States. I learned about your big year competition thanks to a friend. He told me about Smaller Earth, the company that have this initiative. Smaller Earth has volunteer programs from all around the world. Smaller Earth put together this contest that is, give us 1 year of your life to help people, be a volunteer and work for the programs. And now I'm in the second round. We only have 111 people left. Well, I hope one will be one of the 12 that go to Liverpool to fight for the first place. The person that wins have to be an ambassador, especially of your country and from the world. So it would be great to become an ambassador. And in 1998, I worked with an association that is called Santa Cruz, and we make social summer camps for kids that don't have money and teach them that they can be better, so they can be like entrepreneurs of their communities. They can follow their dreams even if they don't have money. One day, there in Wyoming, talking to Haley, one of the students, and in that time it was really difficult to me to put phrases together, so I let long pauses between the phrases, and I was like telling her, I want to go, beach. So she was like looking at me and was like, be careful, I know personally. I was just trying to say that I wanted to go to the beach, so with the ocean and the sand, and it was a really scary moment because it was a really big woman, like a head tall of me, so it was really difficult, the pronunciation of the two words. I teach a lot of things: rock climbing, first aid, a lot of arts, rafting, all adventure sports, mountaineering bike, hiking. I design backpacks, sport clothing. I design all the storage for the equipment, outdoor stuff, especially for the first aid courses. We design dummies for different scenarios like hypothermia or a broken leg. I really like wanted to make a difference around the world. And in 2001, one of my sisters told me, like, you have to learn English because you need an open world for you. She started to teach me, so she made me watch the movies without subtitles and with a dictionary to find the words. English has been really important to me to open that doors, and especially in your big year competition. We only get to communicate in English. Well, some tips that have helped me to improve English, and for the people out there that wanted to learn English, I can say that, like, start picking songs that you really love and hear it a lot of times. And when you have the pronunciation and when you understand the words, you're learning English. I would really recommend to learn English because it can open the doors for everyone. It can give you wings to go everyone you want. Or if you want to be someone that left your footprint in the world, you need to become global. And the good thing about the English is that when you learn it, you are global now. English is one of the best tools that you will have to open your eyes and open your mind.
The Big Apple, the capital of the world, the city that never sleeps, the melting pot. All of these names refer only to one place. New York City, perhaps the most exciting city in the world, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of, where there's nothing you can't do. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to find out why everybody loves New York.
Empire State of Mind, Angel of Harlem, Christmas in New York, Manhattan Woman, New York, New York, and 1,200 other songs have been composed to honor this legendary city. Only the Big Apple can boast of such a wonderful melting pot of cultures, races, languages, and places that evoke millions of emotions, ideas, thoughts, and memories. If you go to New York, I bet you won't ever forget this magical place. Annually, the capital of the world catches the attention of more than 48 million tourists that are exceptionally impressed by its cosmopolitan ambience, lifestyle, rhythm of life, and cultural diversity. It is known as the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, the Empire City, and often locals just call it the city. New York is composed of 5 boroughs: Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. As you may know, this metropolis is also known as the capital of the world. Do you want to know why? If you look at its importance regarding international affairs, there is no wonder why the city takes this denomination. It is, after all, the home of the United Nations headquarters. New York is also the largest central business district in the United States. It's home to the New York Stock Exchange, located on Wall Street, and the NASDAQ, representing the world's first and second largest stock exchanges. In terms of population, New York is the most densely populated city in the United States, with more than 8 million people. While there is no precise count, experts believe New York is home to as many as 800 languages. The Big Apple is also the media capital of the world due to its television, music, and newspaper industries. The 4 major American broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC, are headquartered there. Many cable channels are operated in the city as well, including MTV, Fox News, HBO, and Comedy Central. Finally, 2 of the 3 national daily newspapers in the United States are New York papers: the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. New York City is considered to be the fashion capital of the world over London, Paris, and Milan. Why? New York City Fashion Week is America's biggest fashion event ever, in which for 1 week the world's top designers, the creme de la creme of the fashion industry, display their collections to one of the most demanding audiences. One of the most recognizable places in New York is the Statue of Liberty This monument greeted millions of immigrants as they came to America by ship in the 19th and 20th centuries and is a universal symbol of freedom and democracy. Another famous place and one of the most indescribable touristic icons in New York is Times Square, a major commercial intersection in the borough of Midtown Manhattan. Times Square is also known as the crossroads of the world and the Great White Way. New York is also recognized for its landmark parks. The one that people all over the world identifies immediately with New York is, without a doubt, Central Park. It's an 883-acre park in Manhattan and is the most visited park in the United States, with approximately 25 million visitors every year. New York is also home to some bridges that are recognized throughout the world. With its Gothic double-arched stone towers and diagonal suspension wires, the Brooklyn Bridge is one of the city's most emblematic architectural structures. Another important bridge is the Manhattan Bridge. It crosses the East River in New York City, connecting Lower Manhattan with Brooklyn. New York has many architecturally noteworthy buildings and is known by its many skyscrapers. As of 2011, New York City had 5,937 high-rise buildings. The Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building are two of the most emblematic buildings in this area. In terms of entertainment, no place on earth beats New York City. For starters, the city's 39 largest theaters, with more than 500 seats each, are collectively known as Broadway. According to the Broadway League, Broadway shows sold approximately $1.037 billion worth of tickets in the year 2010. With so many unique attractions, world-famous museums, parks, shows, theaters, entertaining nightlife, first-class restaurants, and skyscrapers, there is always plenty of activities and sightseeing to do in the capital of the world.
We will be right back after this short break with more tips, fun facts, and entertainment. You are watching SENA TV Web. Don't move.
Do you know which are the oldest Christmas carols in the United States?
Ya regresamos con TV Web Educativa. Seguimos con TV Web Educativa.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Winter Wonderland, both 1934, are the oldest Christmas carols in the United States.
Hi everyone and welcome to our English tip for today. This lesson is part of the National Learning Service SENA bilingual programs and it is made for you. Today you'll learn how to connect sentences in English. Existen muchos conectores en inglés y estos son algunos de ellos. And significa y. Not only significa no solo. But also significa sino también. Both Philip and Alejandra es tanto Philip como Alejandra. Both significa ambos. Or significa o. Either or es o esto o lo otro. Neither chocolate nor coffee es ni chocolate ni café. Or else es o si no. Otherwise, de otro modo. Therefore, por lo tanto. Thus, de esta forma. So significa entonces. Consequently es en consecuencia. But significa pero. However o nevertheless significa sin embargo. Instead es en su lugar o en lugar de ello. On the contrary es por el contrario. Stay tuned to TV Web SENA so you can learn more English. Bye everyone. Thank you so much, Philip. I love you, but it's time to go.
Each year, 30 to 35 million real Christmas trees are sold in the United States alone. There are 21,000 Christmas tree growers in the United States, and trees usually grow for about 15 years before they are sold. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was invented for a U.S. firm's Christmas promotion in 1939. Gold-wrapped chocolate coins commemorate St. Nicholas, who gave bags of gold coins to the poor. In 1999, residents of the state of Maine in America built the world's biggest ever snowman. He stood at 113 feet tall. The word Christmas comes from Christus Masse, or Christ's Mass. There is no set date for his birth in Scripture, and it wasn't celebrated on any particular day. However, Christmas was first celebrated on the 25th of December in Rome in 336 AD. The ancient Romans also held a celebration each year in respect of their god Saturn. It is believed that the tradition of the giving of Christmas presents originated from the Roman practice of exchanging gifts between family and neighbors during Saturnalia to promote good luck.
De bilingüismo.
Well, that's all for today. We have reached the end of our show, and we hope that you will continue to join us in this journey through the American culture. Next time, we're going to make a brief trip through the different American celebrations and holidays. We're going to visit Las Vegas, the casinos and famous weddings. We're going to explore Donald Trump's life and more fun facts and trivia we have to share with you. Remember, you can always visit us at www.senavirtual.edu.co, on Facebook, SENA Comunica, and on Twitter at SENA Comunica. See you next time and have an excellent day.